Hello, angels. Before we get into today's beautiful, exciting episode, I have something so exciting to share with you. So, on November 3rd, we are doing a 21-day money challenge. And for those of you who just heard that and their ego immediately goes, nope, we don't need that. We're fine. No. I want to invite you to feel the fear and do it anyways. For those of you who want a new financial reality, desire financial freedom, desire to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, fly first class, book the trip, retire the parents, retire the husband, whatever that may look like for you, whatever financial freedom looks like for you, is on the other side of your comfort zone. Your wealth zone equals your comfort zone. And so when I share this opportunity for you to actually do the deeper work, to actually look and break the patterns that are causing the reality that you do not desire financially, and invite you to choose yourself and choose your future and use the tools that are going to create the most magnetic, abundant financial future for you. I invite you to feel the fear and do it anyways. That fear is that part of you that wants to keep you stuck, that wants to keep you in your comfort zone. But we know anything magical, anything abundant, anything prosperous is on the other side of your comfort zone. So I invite you to join us. Yes, you join us in reprogramming and creating a new financial reality. I didn't go from $30,000 in debt to becoming a self-made millionaire at 30 by not looking at those deeper limiting beliefs. It was by looking at them which set me free. And honestly, it was so much easier, so much more simpler, so much more fun than I ever could have imagined. And I cannot wait to show you the process. So the link's below to join us for our very first 21-day money challenge. I can't wait to see you there. Hello, angels, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Mindset Mission podcast. Today, okay, I need to give a background for this episode. So I was talking to Dr. Taggy, my mentor, the other day, about, it was actually before I went on the Skinny Confidential. And I was really cautious of the fact that I was like, I don't want to come off woo-woo or like too spiritual. I want people to take me seriously. And she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And we had this whole conversation about how I wasn't acknowledging my own value and my own power. And I was like, almost like, I don't want to say self-deprecating, but not seeing myself in my worth because of certain labels or what I may or may not be. And I just gave myself full permission just to be fully me. Take me or leave me. This is who I am. And sometimes I honestly shy away from sounding too woo-woo or too spiritual because of this limiting belief and self-projection of that I want people to take me seriously, which is so silly. And I'm honestly just being vulnerable and sharing this because I was talking to my friend about this yesterday, and we were on our way to an event, and we're like, oh yeah, we don't want to be too woo, or we're just having a conversation about how we just want to be us. Like, I am spiritual. I am quote unquote woo woo. Like, I don't know why I have this thing of that I don't want to be too woo woo because I'm woo. And whenever I share that, people are like, I love the woo, share the woo. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to hide that part of me anymore. I'm just going to share it and just be truly me, because what else is the freaking point? What else would we be doing here? Also, these birds in the background, like, can you hear them? It's like a full symphony out there. I'm just in the process of in between my recording studios. When I got back, my recording studio has been shut down, which is so sad. So we're in bed right now and the show must go on. Okay, I wrote down 9 ways that I protect my energy as a highly sensitive soul. And I'm so excited to share these with you. I think these are so freaking important now more than ever. If we are not protecting our energy, and as highly sensitive, empathetic souls, we just take it in. We take it in from others. We take it in from the news, from social media, from work, from literally going to the mall. Before I did these tools, I would get so drained from going to the mall because there's just like so much energy there. And after doing these tools and even going away traveling, like, don't get me wrong, I am tired. I did do a lot and I pushed things definitely into the red zone. And I'm also in my luteal phase. So like I'm more low energy than usual. However, I didn't let things get to me. Like, I put myself in situations that usually would deeply trigger me and I would be so upset and it would all if like go internal. But I was just existing and I was going through life and it's like everything was existing outside of me and I had this literal bubble around me and I was observing and I wasn't letting things get to me. Okay. So this is the power of protecting your energy because if not, things are going to get to you. You are going to feel vulnerable to other people's emotions, vulnerable to other people's states, vulnerable to where you are. So doing these protection mechanisms has honestly changed my life. So these are the unhinged things I've done to protect my energy. Number 1. Oh, also these are unhinged. So get prepared for like some interesting things. I don't watch movies. That is a bold statement. Like, sometimes I will watch a movie, but generally, I do not watch Hollywood movies or movies in general. I find them super disturbing. I know that they're programming me into things that I don't want to be. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of breakups, there's a lot of infidelity, there's a lot of cheating and like portrayed victim mentality, and I just don't want to be consuming that because I know how the subconscious mind works. And when you are viewing something and in a world, you take it personally. Like, you cry because you start to feel their emotions. You get happy because their emotions are persuading you. It's actually conditioning you. And most movies that are out there are not positive conditioning. They're actually negative conditioning. And I even on airplanes, I tried to turn on like 4 different movies and I was like, nope, 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 nope. Like, immediately always getting this feeling of like being upset or feeling stressed or feeling overwhelmed or fear, a lot of fear. So honestly, I don't really watch movies. 2 is I also don't listen to a lot of mainstream music. I also find it's the exact same thing. There's a lot of programming around all the same things that I just mentioned and just basically fear. Like, if you listen to the lyrics of songs on mainstream music, it's really not what you want to be consuming. It's really not. Like, there's a lot of words about I cheated and I went back, um F that man, F that woman. Like, it's really negative. It's actually super negative. And so again, when I'm listening to music, I'm like, wait, this is not what I want to be believing. This is not what I want to be creating my reality. So I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music, to be honest. I love when I'm driving, I will listen to the frequencies in the Higher Self app and I will just breathe. And also, I find, like, I mean, I think traffic everywhere in the world is never enjoyable, but it just helps me calm my nervous system, connect to my center. And I love putting on the frequencies in the Higher Self app while I drive. While I walk, I'll listen to a podcast. And honestly, I really just like listen to Fred again. I'm obsessed with Fred again. And I love him so much. But yeah, mainstream music I don't listen to a lot of because I know that I'm consuming and absorbing in and taking in those words as affirmations, and I don't want to be doing that. So I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music. 3 is I do not watch the news and I do not scroll on social media. I do sometimes scroll and I do sometimes watch the news. Like, for example, if I'm in an Uber and they're playing the news like on the radio, or if I'm at the dentist and I'm laying there and I can see the news, like, I'm not I do watch it sometimes, but again, I notice how I feel after I watch the news or after I scroll, and I really don't feel good. I feel drained. I feel sad. I feel fear. So anything that is going to make me feel fear, I put a massive protection around by just not consuming it. I I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I really don't scroll. I don't find it enjoyable. I don't find it fun. I like consuming content that makes me feel good. And most of the time on social media, but you know what? Because I don't scroll, my algorithm is like doesn't know what the hell is going on. So it's just sending me all this content that honestly isn't enjoyable for me. So I don't scroll. I find it super draining. And again, I find it very low vibe. Okay, tip number 4, and honestly, the most important tip, is I protect my energy every single day. Earlier this year, if you were on my journey, I think I made a podcast on this. I did. If I'll find the link and I'll link it below. Um, but I got super sick earlier this year, and it's because I wasn't protecting my energy. I work with so many clients. I work with clearing fears, and if I don't protect my energy, I am literally taking in, because I'm also so empathetic. So if I hear someone who's going through something, I'll almost like take it in as my own responsibility to help them, and then I'm taking in the fear and I'm making it mine. And I'm feeling their fear as if it's mine. I'm feeling their stress as if it's mine. And I was doing that for so long, and it made me so sick. I got so burnt out because I was holding everyone's fear and just holding on to it. And I wasn't protecting my own energy. So I have a track in the Higher Self app called Energy Protection. I do it every single day, and it has changed my life. Like, again, going away, coming back, I'm tired, but I'm tired as if like any human would be tired, is like logical tired. And whereas, like, before, I was drained, like, I couldn't lift a pencil, basically. I was so, so, so exhausted, and honestly, it was from not protecting my energy. So, if you are a sensitive soul, if you work with clients in any capacity, if it's Pilates workouts, if it's coaching, if it's being a dentist, if it's a therapist, whatever it may be, you must be protecting your energy. It is vital to your well-being. It's changed my life, truly. Number 5 is I cord cut all the time. So again, it's like this is one of those things where it's like, oh, it's too woo-woo, but you can and again, I'm just embracing the woo. Okay? I'm woo. I just am like, this works for me, and it works so freaking well. So if it doesn't go in because it's a little bit too woo-woo for you, that's okay. Just see it as almost like this is energy, and it's proven in quantum physics that when two energy cells connect, they are bonded forever. So it's called look up the science experiment quantum entanglement. It just proves that energies connect, which means we're energy and people connect. So I cord cut, and this is a protection mechanism to cut people in your life that have bonded to you. Now, this does not mean that you're cutting the positive connection. This means that you're cord cutting any negative bond that you have created within each other. Any sort of connections, any sort of betrayal, any sort of connection that you have with another person that is not positive, you likely want to cut. And this is so crazy. I'm just going to share this with you guys. Recently, my ex-boyfriend has been coming up a lot recently, but obviously not in any sort of positive way, like not in a way of like, oh, I miss him at all, like literally zero. Just like on my mind, he just like popping up, and it's so weird. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you coming here? Like, what message do you have for me? And it was something that occurred in our relationship that I never fully healed from, and I never cord cut from. And on Friday, I was like, wait, after all these years, after all these cord cuttings, I don't think I've ever cord cut my ex-boyfriend. Anyways, cord cut him on Friday, literally life-changing. Haven't thought about him again. And like that energy of that I was feeling, the feeling that I hadn't healed in our relationship is gone. And it was being projected into other areas of my life. It was like a fear that had occurred, and then it was being projected into other areas. And the minute I cord cut him, the fear left. Oh, it was amazing. So anyways, I cord cut pretty much, and I share that story because even me, who will just tell everyone to cord cut everything, forgot to cord cut her ex-boyfriend. So it happens, people. You forget to cord cut these things, but on the other side of it is just true peace. If you need a cord cutting ritual, there is one in the Higher Self app, and it's great. I was gonna say something else about cord cutting. Oh yeah. So after every single client call, I do a cord cutting. After all of my retreats, I cord cut. Like anytime again I've been in contact with anyone, I will cord cut them. And this is for you if you are working at all with people. If you're working with people, you need to be cord cutting, especially if you're working as an entrepreneur, if you're working as a Pilates instructor, if you're working as a coach, a mentor, a therapist, literally in an office. If you're a highly sensitive soul and you're noticing that you're feeling drained, try cord cutting. It will change the game for you. I literally cord cut every day. At the end of the day, I just put all the cords into one, snip them, and it's like life changing. It feels so, so, so good. Okay, number 6 is I wanna say I've cut out alcohol. I have I really don't drink alcohol. I noticed that, and I know this to be true, that when you drink alcohol, it completely puts down all your barriers and you become this, like, open vessel for all energy types, and I just am not about that life. So, I really limit alcohol. I barely drink alcohol. My thing with alcohol, so I haven't had alcohol since I had a little bit of wine on the weekend, and that's the first time I drank since August. And then before that, I was drinking a little bit, but then I haven't drank for like 6 months of this year. Now, my thing with alcohol is I don't have an addictive personality towards it. I don't necessarily like enjoy it. The thing for me is like I would say I don't drink, but if there's an experience that is occurring that it's like I don't wanna miss out and I'm having, like, a little bit of alcohol as a part of the experience and memory, then I'll drink. I'm a very conscious drinker. I don't drink, like, casually, but if there's, like, a celebration and I feel like drinking, then I'll drink, but I rarely, 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 rarely feel like drinking. And that's honestly how I'm gonna go about this because I don't like rules. I don't like this all or nothing. I'm sober. That just for me, just personally, I know for a lot of people that works and I love that for them. For me, that doesn't work because if you tell me, "Oh, don't do something," then I want to do it. I'm like the opposite. If you put rules on me and you tell me I can't do something, I will be like, "Watch me. Watch me do it." So I know that about myself. So if I put rules on myself, it will make me want it more and want to do it to like, yeah, I don't like rules. I don't like people telling me what to do even if it's myself. So I just say I'm a conscious drinker, and if I want to drink, I'm allowed to drink, and I will drink. And if I don't want to drink, I don't want to drink. And honestly, I really feel like drinking because I love feeling good so badly. And I just love being in my own energy. I love not feeling anxious. I love not feeling inflamed. Like that feels so good to me. So honestly, I don't really drink. Okay, number 8 is I stopped people pleasing and I set a lot of boundaries. Now, am I perfect in this? No. There's nuances in this where it's honestly harder to set boundaries like with family or loved ones. There's levels to this game. But something that I've done immensely is set a lot of boundaries and stop people pleasing and stop doing things to make other people happy or make other people feel safe or make other people feel good. Like if I don't want to go do it, I'm not going to go do it. And I'm not going to put myself in situations that are going to drain my energy if I don't have to. And sometimes my assistant and people that work for me are like, "Really? You're not going to do that?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." Like I have my energy is my number one priority. And if I feel drained or if I feel low, I just say no. And a lot. Like I will say no a lot. And I will often be really cautious that if I have to go do something that's draining, I will sandwich it. So I will make sure that I'm arriving at a time that feels good and I'm leaving at a time that feels really good. And I sandwich it in. I heard Lauren Everett talk about this on the Skinny Confidential, how she sandwiches people, how she'll have a time to go and then a time to leave. And she'll just like get it in. And I've really taken that to heart where I sandwich things and I will go and I will show up and I'll be fully present and I will only do things that I love. And I wish that everyone would do that, honestly, because I don't want to be around someone or people that are there just because they feel like they should or they have to. Ooh, like that energy is like not enjoyable. So I do the same, is that I only go to things or do things that are a whole hell yes. And I spend a lot of time protecting my energy and only, yeah, really just only doing things that are full alignment and full hell yeses. Setting a lot of boundaries and not doing things to make other people comfortable, only doing things that make me happy. I'm also super empathetic and I'm super considerate, so I'm not an asshole about this. I'm just super nice and I just share, this is what I want to do, and people always respect that because I respect my own boundaries. Okay, and then number 9 is kind of number 8, but I will say no a lot and I will not feel bad about it. I will say no a lot. And oftentimes, if I don't set a boundary and I know that I should have, it will be such a good learning lesson that the next time I will know to say no. And that's like a learning thing I'm going through right now, is I'm just really always auditing, how does my energy feel before and how does my energy feel after? And if it doesn't feel excited or happy or lighter or higher or the same, and if it's drained, then there's some sort of boundary that I need to set in place, because that means that I'm out of alignment or something about this was draining me, and I don't want to do that to myself and to my energy, and I wouldn't want anyone else to. So then I need to either delete, delegate, or automate. Okay, and then the last one I think is probably the most unhinged. But also with things like mushrooms, psilocybin, I will actually protect the mushroom before I go on a journey. So I will do a little like blessing ceremony, and I will do exactly what I do to protect my own energy around the mushrooms. And I will set any intentions on how I want to feel or what I want to realize or become aware of. Honestly, I've done mushrooms maybe once this year or twice, I can't remember, so not that often, but when I do, I'm always protecting them, because again, when you take these type of things, it like completely opens up your energy channels. So we want to be protecting you and protecting your energy when you go in. A lot of people that are like in the energy world say, don't do mushrooms, don't do drugs, don't do alcohol. And I do believe like there is a time and space, as long as you are protecting your energy properly and cord cutting after. I believe that that is totally fine and totally normal. I honestly believe like things like mushrooms are true medicine, and they can be so helpful and so beneficial. I've honestly had some of the best times in my entire life, and most breakthroughs using things like psilocybin. Okay, that's all I have for you, beautiful sweet angels, today. And honestly, right now I'm in a season, because of all of my travels, noticing that I am like lower energy in terms of all the trips in my luteal phase, etc., etc. And so I am just really protecting my energy right now in so many areas. Like if I don't want to work out, I'm not working out. If I don't want to do this, I'm not doing this. Like I'm really just being like, what do I want to do? And what is going to make me fill up my own cup today? I'm just taking day by day and bring my energy back to its normal state. And so, yeah, it's not easy, because you have to say no a lot. You have to clear the fear of disappointment and all these things. But at the end of the day, I really believe that the most important thing that you can do is protect your energy, because it is your most vital resource. It is. It is your most important resource. And if you're not protecting it, then other people might take advantage of it. And then you build resentment, you get super drained, and then you're not able to do the things that you love to do or fulfill your soul purpose or give back to others, because of something so silly of just like not protecting your own energy. So I hope these tips were helpful. If you know anyone that is needing of protecting their own energy, send this their way. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm going to give you a forehead kiss. Mwah! I'll see you guys next one. Love you. Bye. Hey, before you go, would you love a free track that will clear any blocks to manifest what you desire? If you have heard me talk about my Clear the Fear method, and I'm offering you a free track, and all we ask in return is if you submit a review for the podcast. Just submit an honest review, take a screenshot and send it to hello@marleyrose.ca, and we will send you this free track so that you can unblock manifesting anything that you desire. This track is extremely powerful, so there's something in your life that you have been manifesting and it hasn't come through yet. Try this track to unblock and manifest all that you desire. I'm so excited for you to experience this magic, and I cannot wait for you to manifest everything that you desire. Thank you so much for submitting your review, and I look forward to reading it.